Valmiki Ramayana is one of the finest pieces of literature written in Sanskrit. Valmiki deals with human emotions like happiness, sorrow, pathos with the dexterity of a master. One of the most touching episodes in Ramayana is that of Mandodari's lament over the dead body of her husband, Ravana. The warrior is lying on the ground, not on sheets of velvet. His widow is sitting beside him. She says, "Today, in a battle, Ram, a mere human, has defeated you. Don't you feel ashamed, O Rajan? Tell me what is the matter with you. You had conquered the three worlds. You had thus added to your wealth and power. None dared withstand your attack. How then could a man, a mere forest dweller, kill you? Surely, therefore, Ram is Yogeshwara, Paramatma and Sanatana. He had no beginning, he has no middle and no end. He is eternal, everlasting. He is invincible. He is cool, collected and composed. Rakshas Raj, you lusted for Sita. That led to the destruction of your magnificence, your riches, your body and your kith and kin. You had lost your wisdom. Sita is more chaste than either Arundhati or Rohini. She is the essence of Vasudha and of Shri. Insulting Sita, who loved her husband so deeply, you committed a great error. Sita, of lovely limbs and of qualities noble, living in a sparsely populated forest, was abducted by you and made to suffer. Humiliated she was for no fault of hers. This deed was a blot on your fair name. You failed to satisfy your lust, to cohabit with Maithili. The tapasya of a chaste woman, on the contrary, reduced you to ashes. My master, it goes without doubt that an evil deed recoils on the perpetrator. The doer suffers in the long run. Virtue is its own reward. The evil suffer for their misdeeds. Vibhishana is happy today because he acted judicially and in pursuit of dharma. You suffered because you acted sinfully. Rajan, I cannot live without you. Take me, the unfortunate one, acting on the difficult and long path that you have chosen. Today I wear no veil. I have walked from the gates of Lankapuri to reach here. Why do you not rebuke me? O my king, it has been rightly said that a chaste woman's tears are never shed in vain. You are a case in point. My beloved, why do you lie in the lap of the battlefield as if you are sleeping in my embrace? Why do you make me feel unwanted? Why don't you utter even a word in response? That is how she laments the loss of her husband. The entire text, longer than what I have stated here, is touching you to the core. Thank you.